Dreamscape presents Uncommon Measure, a journey through music, performance, and the science of time, by Natalie Hodges, narrated by Cindy Kay. Prelude. If you want to change the past, all you have to do is try to record what happened in it. In 2015, a group of Australian physicists shot a series of helium atoms through tiny slits formed by cross-hatched beams of laser light. As they watched, something incredible happened. Each of the atoms, such singular things, with their particular mass and electrical charge, seemed to ripple through not one, but two parallel slits simultaneously, like waves of light or sound. In other words, the atoms managed to exist in multiple locations at the same instant, defying Newtonian laws and all classical intuition. But when the physicist placed an interferometer on opposite sides of the slits, in order to measure the atom's wave-like path without disrupting it, something even stranger happened. Each atom would pass through only one slit, exactly the way you would expect a particle to, without exhibiting any wave-like behavior at all. It was as though the atoms knew before they passed through the slits that, an instant later, they were going to be recorded. In the words of one of the study's authors, a future event, the act of recording their observations, causes the atom to decide its past. One hypothesis holds that the wave represents a multiplicity of potential locations for the particle at a given moment in time. And in a given moment, the particle inhabits all of those at once. Somehow, though, it is the act of recording that forces the atom to fix on a single path. This phenomenon, which continues to pose a foundational challenge to philosophers, seems intuitively true from a human and literary perspective. Writing the book of linear time changes our reading of the past. If not the events themselves, then at least their meaning, our sense of how they happened and why. The stories that make up a single lifetime are perpetually mixed up and mixed together. Our subconscious minds are constantly at work rewriting time in the margins of our memories, coaxing narrative out of chronology, temporal order out of time's chaos. In the act of recording, writing, remembering, we chart our stories onto a particular path. One way, perhaps, that from our limited human perspective, we can come to terms with the infinity of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?